Edgar Allan Poe, the master of mystery, died in the most mysterious way possible. He disappeared for 5 days in 1849. When he was found, he was wearing someone else's clothes, delirious, and crying out for a man named Reynolds. To this day, no one knows what happened to him. And the saddest part? He was found in a tavern on Election Day, a polling place for know-nothing gangs. On October 3, 1849, a man named Joseph Walker found Poe lying outside a tavern in Baltimore. Poe was unconscious, his clothes were filthy, and he was wearing a cheap, plain suit that looked nothing like his usual expensive taste. He couldn't speak, but he kept repeating the name, Reynolds. Poe was taken to the hospital. He was lucid for a brief moment, but then he would lapse into hallucinations. He begged the doctors to save him from the demons. But he never said who Reynolds was. Was it a person? A ghost from his past? There is no record of a Reynolds in his life. Here is the theory that haunts historians. In 1849, elections were often decided by gangs. The know-nothing party used a tactic called cooping. They would kidnap strangers, force them to drink alcohol, beat them, and dress them in disguise. They would then force them to vote multiple times in different locations. Poe was found on Election Day. He was a victim of cooping. If this is true, Poe wasn't killed by a mysterious disease. He was killed by American politics. The beatings, the forced alcohol, and the trauma caused his death. He died of brain fever. But why didn't he just say he was cooped? Why say Reynolds? Some think Reynolds was the name of a friend he was trying to call for help. But that friend didn't exist. He died on October 7th. His last words were reportedly, "Lord, help my poor soul." The mystery of Reynolds and the 5 missing days died with him. He was buried, and decades later, his grave was moved. When they exhumed his body in 1875, to move it to a more prominent location, the pallbearers claimed that when they opened the casket, the bones were tilted. They had been disturbed. Someone, or something, had been in the grave. Was it body snatchers? Or is it a sign that Edgar Allan Poe's story is far from over?